Hi Gemini, I'm Anisha. You can write to me at tarotbyanisha@gmail.com. You can also visit my website www.tarotbyanisha.com, and this is your monthly forecast for February 2016. Geminians, we begin the month with quite an exciting aspect. We have an Aquarian energy which is there present the entire month, that is speaking about following your passion. It speaks about following your dreams. It speaks about listening to your gut. We also have a Venus and Pluto conjunct that is there in your house of sexuality, and this is the house that Pluto rules. So it's pretty much like the planet of sex in the house of sex. It's quite a potent conjunct for you, Geminians. This is also a time of other people's money. So be careful not to sort of get into risky behavior. Be careful not to overextend yourself as far as debts are concerned. Be extremely careful as far as not just overextending yourself, but I think even as far as retail therapy is concerned, try not going a little bit too over the board. Also, it is a time wherein, on the plus side, that is, that of all the borrowed money that could have been taken from you, it's a time that you'll find money being returned to you from all the sources that you may have thought you're not going to be seeing that money again. However, do try and sort of be careful about the downside as well. You really would be able to pull the rug under the creditors. So try and ensure that you are fixing up the loose ends this month as far as money is concerned. It's a brilliant time, Geminians, as well, if there is a shared EMI or if it's a joint custody as far as money or exchange of assets is being discussed. It's a good time to be involving a professional and doing all these conversations in the presence of a professional rather than sort of taking it for granted that you can handle it all by yourself. Pluto does tend to bring about a lot of ugly surprises or ugly truths from under the surface. So you may not really like by the end of it what it is that you hear or say, or you may not be able to even manage it on your own. Now, the interesting thing about Pluto and Venus conjunct is that Pluto is an extremely slow moving planet. It takes approximately 240 years to do one cycle. So that means for some of us, we're not going to be experiencing this transit at all, depending of course in which and how it is aspecting in your particular chart. But for some of us, it's really a time wherein that with that entire Plutonian energy that is going to be there in our houses, we're not going to be able to resist the changes. So Pluto, unlike a Saturn energy, sort of just tends to dig deep. It brings it all up on the surface, and whether or not you like it or how ugly or pretty it is, it just leaves it at your doorstep to deal with it. So you may find in this entire month that change can be slightly challenging or even painful for some of you. You may also find that your core value system is shifting. You may find that your relationships, things that you may have taken for granted or have been quite predictable in the last, say, couple of years or even a decade, you may just find that all these things are undergoing a change. Now, the trick to be managing a Plutonian energy is very simple, Geminians. It's go with the flow. You really can't fight it. So there's really no point either getting into a blame game, getting too depressed, or taking or indulging in risky behavior. Just try and sort of go with it and see as to how things unfold. This is also a time wherein you can experience intense interactions. For those of you who are in relationships or even marriages, or even for those of you who are in committed relationships and not yet married, you would want yourself seeking more deeper, meaningful relationships. There is this entire intensity that Pluto brings about it. So it can be that you are going to be letting go of people really who are quite not just superficial, I think, but just somehow don't connect really well with you at a deeper level, and that's what Pluto does for a lot of us. We have Venus that is squaring Uranus, and this is aspectly in a part of your chart that speaks about friendships. It speaks about similar goals, desires, and this is a time wherein that you are going to be, because Uranus is there, it's going to be bringing about people from different walks of life. It speaks about maybe a change in your own social circle. It can be that you will start hanging out with people who are not the sort of people that you have been hanging around for. So maybe you become a part of a club or a group that you weren't earlier about, and you start hanging around more with them. And it's just that the relationships or friendships that have been quite limiting in these last couple of years are just going to be going through a radical change, and you will find yourself being attracted to people who as individuals are far more unique and are far more themselves, more genuine. We have Mars that is going to be squaring Sun, and this is happening in a part of your chart that speaks about your work and also speaks about your relationship. And this is a time where you're going to be driven to work. Now the Martian energy is going to be driving you quite a bit, Geminians, and the only downside of this particular aspect is that you tend to overlook the details. So ensure if there is a particular project that you're working on that really requires your attention, that you just sort of slow down and you take your time and get through with the details. It's also a time wherein that try and sort of don't get into altercations at work. Try and not get into unnecessary debates at work. If it's not really required and if you're not adding a value, don't say it. We have a new moon that is there in your house, which speaks about higher mind consciousness and some amount of travel as well. And it's speaking about everything that is asking you to let your spirit grow. It's speaking about exploration. It's speaking about expanding beyond the regular experience in our lives. And new moon over here can bring about some amount of restlessness, and there can be also some amount of dissatisfaction that you may experience with regular routines. However, try and initiate smaller projects. Don't sort of get into stuff which is too long term and you don't know when it is ending, or maybe requires a larger commitment from you. And this is also time, Geminis, because the attention span is really small and you won't be able to focus much. Try and stay away from detail-oriented work and try not to overcommit yourself. We have Sun that is conjuncting Neptune around the 20th, and this is once in a year transit that is happening, and it is lighting up your house of career, reputation and social standing beautifully. Now, what Neptune does is that when Neptune conjuncts with Sun, it sort of brings about a sense of your personal sense of reality. It encourages it to change. So it can be that you could feel quite sensitive. You may also feel quite slighted. You may just feel that, because I no longer have that sense of maybe not just, I would say a solid, but maybe a more prominent social standing that is there. And or maybe that kind of social recognition that is lacking in your life as of for now, or even in your career. You may just feel very sensitive towards it, that how it is that you're being treated socially, or how it is that you're being treated really at work. And during this time, however, you may undergo a crisis of identity during the initial stages, and it can, however, lead you to a more refined understanding of yourself and the direction that you want to lead in your life, Geminis. And the thing is that, that while Neptune brings about a lot of illusions, it brings about some sense of delusion, because you really can't see very clearly in a Neptunian light. But with Sun being over there as well, it speaks about a very inspired time. So I think all the creative work that gets done during this time can be quite wonderful. So authors, painters, theatre artists, it's a fantastic time for them. So please get out over there, and if you need to get your books published, do so. Use this time creatively, Geminians, rather than getting bogged down by things or limitations that you can't change. It's been a pleasure speaking with you, Gemini. I'll see you again soon, and thank you so much for watching.